This is a Mendix application developed in low code that allows a quality inspector to execute a control or test plan on the shop floor. In this case, a solar-powered buggy manufacturer. With this application, you can create quality plans in the app itself or download them from Teamcenter Quality, Polarian, or any other source. We will use the eSolar Buggy Control Plan to inspect a new buggy item type. As with every proper control plan, quality gates are a critical element to indicate the stage of the item to be inspected. Let's take a closer look at an actual quality inspection checklist and zoom into an example of one of the many tasks that need to be executed in order to finish the inspection. This task is a front suspension inspection, which is a visual check using a reference picture and failure codes. Alternatively, this task could have been a variable characteristic inspection with a nominal value and associated upper and lower limits, or it could have been an OK, not OK type test. An inspection task has the configuration option to be skipped or be marked as mandatory. In addition, each task is also assigned to a specific workplace and work area as well as the appropriate quality gate. As we are logged in as Quality Manager, the app will also provide us with a dashboard showing some key trends and charts related to the various types of products that have been inspected to date. Let's switch to the inspector who uses a tablet to execute the next set of inspections on the production floor. As the inspector logs on, a dashboard will show what inspections are lined up to be executed today, which ones have started, and those marked as complete. We'll go through the app's capabilities by starting a new inspection for the hybrid model for which 3 buggies identified to be inspected at the final quality gate. There are 4 tasks lined up, starting with an inspection of the vehicle's software module. The inspector is instructed to start the pilot drive system by pressing the Start button and observing the dashboard screen for a welcome message. Next is an oil level check. This test could be skipped, but the inspector uses the slider to indicate the actual value. The third task is a visual check of the front suspension. At any time, the inspector can look at the available documentation, from instruction manuals to photos to a complete 3D model, all brought together by Mendix to the inspector's fingertips. The app is giving the inspector a unique opportunity to mark on the reference image where damage is observed, in addition to capturing specific defect codes. A final task to tighten the wheel nuts completes the checklist. The inspector now finalizes the inspection, which allows Mendix to execute any additional workflows processing the newly captured inspection data. To show you the power of the Mendix enterprise-wide workflow automation capabilities, let's take a closer look at how this visual language allows you to solve business problems that involve processes. In this particular case, we use the Mendix workflow to automate the processes of monitoring failed visual suspension inspection trends. Reaching a 75% failure rate triggers a user task where the system will ask the inspector to review all other visual inspections and make a recommendation on next steps. The inspector can mark the task as passed and have Mendix update the quality record or failed and ask the quality manager to do a second review and make a final decision to have Mendix send an escalation package to the engineering and procurement teams or not. These workflows are obviously not hardwired. The low-code platform will allow you, in a controlled way, to adapt any workflow by adding additional conditions and actions using a visual drag-and-drop approach. Let's go ahead and have the inspector go through that first workflow task, the initial escalation. Reviewing all previous failure images pulled in by the Mendix app, the inspector decides to escalate a second review of the case by the quality manager. The quality manager, after receiving a notification, can now review the inbox of open tasks, review the case, and make the final decision to have an escalation package sent to the engineers and procurement. With this short demo, we have shown you how this low-code application provides key capabilities to execute quality inspection plans, providing a unique user experience on tablet and traditional desktops, allowing the organization to stay in full compliance and gather valuable analytics to be used on configurable workflows to execute intelligent automation of key processes that unlock your ultimate quality potential, using a single application developed in low code with Mendix.